Do you want to be in my thumbnail? It's just a doggy. It's also a doggy. What do you want to talk about in this video? Okay. Well, I love you. Hey Peaches, what is up? Today I come to you from my living room floor, obviously no makeup on, and I'm just drinking my morning coffee. I thought we could have our morning coffees together, and there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about that I'm really excited for. Obviously, I don't know if it's morning, when and where you're watching this at, but if it's not, just grab another drink and we'll sit and talk. So there's a lot that I want to cover, but I might just touch on a few things. If Suki doesn't settle down, I'll put her outside. But there's a few things that I want to touch on that I might not go fully into in this particular video, but I'm really excited. And I know I just said that, but I just have a few things going on in my head that are new for me, and I'm really excited about something being new. Basically, I'm going to quickly cover this topic, and I might do like a full intro kind of like trailer video for this, maybe. But basically, one of my biggest ideas here for the last little bit has been inspired by videos, and that would be like the name of my series or whatever you want to call it. It's just inspired by. I've mentioned this to you guys briefly a few times in videos, and I feel like I actually have talked about it more on my Instagram lives when I do those, but I know not everybody has an Instagram or follows me there. So basically, inspired by is taking anything. It could be a tree, it could be orange juice, like just as crazy as you can think, to push me out of my comfort zone and have to use like actual color and to use different techniques and to actually create a look. Did I just say actually like 5 times, or did it just sound that way? The reason I wanted to start that, I know that inspired by looks are not a new thing. I feel like doing several videos on them might be, and especially if they aren't like recreating someone else's look, which these are directly meant to not do that. So if I do a look that does appear similar to someone else's, first of all, that's really disheartening to me, or it will be, especially because I am not looking up anything like inspiration pictures as far as makeup goes. So basically what I do, there was a look I did a couple days ago that I got really self-conscious about, and I never edited it and uploaded it. But basically, I bought a Taco Bell t-shirt, and it had a lot of colors on it, and so I did a look on that, and I wore my t-shirt, did the whole video, got self-conscious, didn't edit it, didn't upload it. But that's the goal, is to eventually be able to do that. I'm just so not used to seeing myself in color and like doing different things other than like a brown smoky eye, that it's difficult for me to do that. Coming up, I'm really excited about it because I feel like that's just such a new creative challenge for me, to have to completely and solely rely on like my brain power to come up with something. So I hope that you guys are excited about that, and I know I've been talking about it a lot, so hopefully I can like push myself and finally actually do it. But the other thing, the big portion of this video is this. Other than my inspired by video series idea, earlier this week I had just like this revelation, if you will. When I was getting ready for work one day, I got really excited because, I got really inspired because I was thinking about all of these indie makeup brands, and the reason I've been thinking about them, and this is where this mug ties in. So on Twitter, actually, there are so many, and I feel like maybe it's easier to get noticed on Twitter. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure out the like algorithm of Twitter versus Instagram, because I just see a lot more on Twitter versus Instagram. So I've noticed a couple brands that are either startup or they are not completely startup, but they don't have a huge following. On Twitter, I kept seeing all these brands, and I was like, why haven't I heard of any of these before? And there's so many. So here is my video idea. I am so pumped to do this. And really quickly, before I like say the whole thing, I just want to say that the internet is such a huge place, and there are so many people creating content right now that I feel like you can never solely say like I created this thing, because chances are someone somewhere has already done a video series like that, they've already done editing style like that, they've already done a makeup look like that. Even if you never even saw it, it's probably already been done. I'm realistic with myself on that, but that's why, like, for the inspired by, I really try not to look at any makeup so that I don't like accidentally you know, take inspiration from someone's picture. But for this video series, I genuinely have never seen this. So what I have seen is where someone will do a makeup look, like a full face of indie brand, or like a review of one indie brand. What I don't see is someone consistently going out of their way to, instead of include the bigger companies, do multiple videos on smaller companies. Now, I am not trying to say, like, if Too Faced sent me a PR package, I'd be like, we're burning that. I would unbox it and be very happy. But also, I feel like these smaller companies, the reason why I've gotten inspired to find them and try to work with a few is because of my friend Zoe that I talk to you guys about all the time, I feel like, especially on my blog channel. She is the one who, again, if you follow me on Instagram, she runs a bath bomb company, and before I met Zoe, I just never knew all of the work that went into running your own business, especially if it is just you doing it. I said that, I think, like, I did a haul maybe a couple videos ago, and I literally, like, I just talk about her all the time because she's just, like, fascinating to me. The fact that she does this whole thing by herself. And one of the biggest parts of her that I have seen in these smaller companies as well, not only are you working literally 24/7 on this business, all of your money goes to this business, all of your time goes to this business, but also there are a few gyms in the world that it might put them in a little bit of a tight spot to do like a free item with your purchase. As in, it would be tons better for them if they charged you for that instead of sent it free. But because these are caring people, because they love their business, and because they want it to succeed, they do things like that. I've seen all these companies on Twitter that are doing like a PR search, and I just got really, like, I don't know, feeling some way about that, because I was like, that cost them more money, I don't know, then it's just crazy to me to see people who care enough to do things like that. So I've entered a couple PR searches, but I do want to touch on the PR situation and what this series is like going to actually be. Back to my mug. This is SpongeBob SquarePants, special guest. And I was informed of this brand called Hip Dot. They're a really cool brand. They have a lot of palettes. And the reason I was really intrigued with them is because today, while I'm filming this is July 17th today, they came out with a SpongeBob collection. And I will fully embrace the fact that me and Dustin, and pretty much all of Dustin's family, quote SpongeBob at least 5 times a day. So me and Dustin love SpongeBob, and I don't know that I've ever seen like a SpongeBob makeup collection. I'm sure there's been one, but I haven't seen it. And so when I saw this one, the collection, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get that. So here is the idea for the videos. I think this is so just like, the reason I'm so excited about this is because this is something I would want to see, which is what I'm trying to do now. The two things really quickly, I'm like all over the place in this video, but the two things really quickly that I've been realizing lately, I could upload 5 videos every single day. That's not going to get me to the point where I can monetize my videos, and that's also not going to make me successful. It could, but also if I uploaded 1 video this month and it was something that I was on fire about, that one might do better than my 25 other videos that month. That's a really hard realization. You feel like when you are creating content, when you are a YouTuber or whatever you want to call it, you have to have a video up all of the time, and I already feel that way, and like hardly anyone watches my videos, so it's not that big of a deal. But to me, I just feel the pressure of constantly uploading, and I'm trying to step back from that and realize what would be more interesting is for you guys to see a video I am like dying to film for you, has a lot of energy behind it instead of like, okay, today we're doing a smoky eye, okay, same brown look we did last week. Like nobody's interested in that. The second thing is, and I can't really explain this correctly, so I hope that it comes off right because I'm not talking about anyone, I'm talking about myself, so I'm just gonna say it like that, but it still might come off weird. Basically what I've realized is, even if you were to have a pretty face, that doesn't necessarily equate to like you're a good makeup artist. And I know that that sounds dumb because it's like common sense, but I guess why I've thought about that, if I'm just being completely transparent with you guys, is on all of these like PR searches and Twitter pictures that I'm seeing. She ain't interested. There are so many people that use so much color and so many techniques and so many different things, and I do not do that. When I'm going to post my pictures there, I'm like, oh dang, well mine are like a brown smoky eye, another brown smoky eye, a winged liner, another winged liner. Like I don't do anything different and unique and creative. And so to me, I just kind of have come to that realization of like, you can make videos all the time, not be successful, and you can be like, oh, well, I'm pretty, so I should be successful at makeup. That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that came off right. I'm sorry that I'm weird and awkward. I don't know how to explain myself. Basically, the video idea, continuing, we're gonna make it through. For this indie series, and I want you guys to help me, should we name it or should it just be like indie series? I don't know. I want your help. I don't know what's happening to my voice, I'm sorry. I want your help finding indie brands, and here's the exciting part to me. It could be brands you've only heard about and you have never had anything from them. It can be brands that you have always wanted something from, but you don't have anything. Or it could be a brand that you order from all the time and you don't know why everybody's not on the train for it. So that way, if it is a brand that you love, you are getting to help me, one person, discover it, and then if I make a video on it, we get to all kind of discover something new, which I think is exciting. But basically the breakdown of these videos is going to be the ordering process, how easy it was, the price point of things, and we'll review the price point when I get the product, and I'll do a little review for you guys, swatches or whatever, and see like, did we think that was worth the money? The shipping process and the unboxing process. So shipping for me is something that really quickly can make me livid. I'm really impatient a lot of the times because when I order something online, I want it to be in my mailbox like in about an hour. So I'm trying to be realistic with the fact that if these are smaller companies and it's just like my friend Zoe, she's the only person who ships her stuff, it might take her a day to send it, 2 days to send it, how much ever long to send it. But basically more about the shipping is not like, does it take a few days to ship, but it's like, am I waiting weeks and weeks and weeks on it? And when I open it, unboxing it, am I opening it and the package is just kind of like, ho hum, not so cute? How is it packaged so that it is protected, or is it broken? The whole thing. And then of course, the third part would be unboxing into a review, doing a look with it, or whatever it is. I think that this idea could definitely be carried over because there are a lot of bigger brands that I don't have anything from, or I have a few things from that I want to try some more things from, but this is specifically for indie brand because I want to be able to give them the chance to be seen a little bit more, even though my audience isn't huge. I just think this is a really great, fun idea to work with. So for the last part of this, I know this is a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but just to be completely transparent again with you guys and honest, what I thought I would do to make this fun also, the SpongeBob palette from HipDot. I will link that down below if you're interested since it's live today. I ordered the palette. I have not told them, the brand, that like I want to do a video on that palette or anything like that. So they don't know anything. Now, I'll have some brands that I do that with. I don't mention anything to them. I don't message them. I just order like a regular person to see like how the process goes. I feel like sometimes the process can be skewed if you're like, oh, I'm a big YouTuber, not that I am, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like if they know they're sending to some huge person that's gonna do a review, they might be like, ooh, put something extra in there or whatever. So some brands I'm not gonna say anything to. Some brands I might message and say, is it possible, do you have like a PR package of some of your best things or your favorite things or whatever? So I am gonna ask a few of those companies if they want to work with me that way. I am also fully aware, because they are indie brands, monetarily, that might not be a smart choice for them, and I'm not trying to get anything for free. Like, I guess in the way that if they don't send it free, I'm not working with them. I'm not going to order anything. That's not what I mean. I just basically mean, I guess I would like to be able to form a relationship there and say like, I talked with the main person and this is what we, whatever. I can also just ask like, instead of a PR package, can you just tell me what are your best sellers? What do you think is the best? And that's what I'll order. But basically, I just wanted to let you guys know that some of those things could end up maybe being sent to me. I doubt it, but I don't want you guys to go into any of those videos and me be like, okay, PR package, and think that something else is up there. That's my idea. I cannot wait for this first video. I already will tell you about HipDot. I'm like acting like this is HipDot. I'll tell you about HipDot. I'm already really impressed and just absolutely thrilled to make that video because it's just been a really good process so far. But I wanted to say too, since this involves me ordering some things, you know, starting out, this might be something that either I have to work with like the smaller, or not smaller, I mean some of the more inexpensive products that you guys would want to see, like a few lashes or something like that. Or it might be something that I have to do one of these videos a month because I'm a working girl still, and so you know, I won't be able to buy the whole thing all at once. The HipDot had a collection like box. It was the whole collection. It was $120, and I was like, oh, I wanted some bad. But I just got the palette. So anyways, I'm really excited. I hope that you guys are. I hope I explained myself well, because I never want to upset you guys or, you know, say anything in the effort to explain myself and say something I don't mean, because I'm kind of bad about using my words. Which is why I never talk in public. But anyways, that is all for today. So again, what I need your help with, comment down below an indie brand, a smaller brand that you have used, that you love, that you have not used, that you want to use, or, you know, whatever. Any ones that you've heard about and seen and thought, I hear a lot about. This one, the one that I just discovered today, a couple hours ago, is Moon Harvest Beauty, I think is what it's called. Harvest Mute. Why can't I say moon? What's wrong with me? Harvest Moon Beauty. I found them on Twitter, but I am following them on Instagram now as well. They haven't even started, I don't think, anything yet, so that's really exciting to be on the forefront of that. So if you guys know of any companies that you might want to see me work with, please let me know. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, mostly Twitter, because that's where I'm going to be doing like, I found this brand and all that kind of stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing me in my jammies, no makeup, and just having some coffee. Sometimes I just feel like these videos for me are better to just sit and like, let's just talk, you know, and be kind of informal. I hope that that's not something that you guys watch and you don't like. I just feel like that feels like old YouTube to me, to sit and make these kind of videos. So anyways, I'm really excited about everything that is coming up. I'm trying so hard to get out of my comfort zone, so hopefully I can push through. And yeah, so in just a couple days, I'm gonna get my palette, I believe, and whenever that comes in, I will do an unboxing video for you guys, and then a swatch video, and then maybe, would you guys want to see like the unboxing, swatch, and like a tutorial with it all in one video, or would you want to know the process of ordering swatches, unboxing in one, and then a look in another video? Let me know. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. I love you guys so much. You're always so supportive to me that it is insane to me. I'm gonna go really quickly edit this video and upload it. So happy Wednesday. You're actually getting this video on the day that I'm filming it, which is crazy. I did that Friday and it did not happen. I filmed with the intention of uploading, didn't happen. But yeah, I will see you guys so soon. Again, don't forget to follow me on those other places so we can chat about this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.